Hi, good morning, you guys. Look at my sourdough starter. She grew. I don't know why that makes me ridiculously excited. Oh my gosh. I swear to you, this must have been like what my kid felt like looking for his elf every morning. Am I old? Does this make me old? I don't really care. But that really just made me very happy. And I don't know. If you've been, I just have to say it, like if you've been in a bad place, like if you've been in a bad place, do something that's going to make you, like hold you accountable to doing the things that make you happy. Because doing these silly little vlogs that probably nobody's gonna watch have encouraged me to do like the small things. These things don't take a lot of effort. They don't take money. They don't take anything. I could have always been doing them, but I wasn't for whatever reason. And like 90% of the reason I decided to do vlogging every day in January is because I wanted to stop rotting. And my goodness, the joy that just filled every part of my heart to see my sourdough starter growing. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, but I'm happy about it. So if you've been struggling, please just find a way to like hold yourself accountable to do something that brings you joy, because like I have joy. I make these like Asiago. If you've ever been to Panera, you've probably had or know or seen their like Asiago cheese bagels. I make them at home, but I make them as a protein bagel. So I'm gonna go ahead and make those right now. So what you're gonna do, it's so simple, it's ridiculous. You need 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, which I'm just gonna eyeball, and then 1.5 cups of Greek yogurt. Yeah, it's coming, bud. Now you want one? Okay. No candy right now, buddy. Airplane! One and a half cups. I'm actually realizing I think I usually double this recipe, but it's fine. Okay, and then I just shred some Asiago cheese until my heart's desire. And then I just use the dough hook on my KitchenAid. Let that get mixed up. You do not need a stand mixer for this at all. I just, after like 5 or 6 times of making this, I realized it would just be a lot easier if I used the mixer, and I have it, so I might as well make my life a little bit easier. Okay, and then you have like a dough. This will make about 4 bagels. Scoop the dough out. And it is gonna be like a little sticky. I take a pan, I line it with aluminum foil, and then I do my best to cut these into 4 even sections. They don't ever come out even. It's fine. You do not need a dough cutter for this. I've been using just a regular knife. I only just got this. So then you're gonna take these, you're gonna like form them into a bagel shape as best you can. I'm not too precise about it. I just like basically split a hole in the middle. You got a bagel, put it on the pan. You got some sticky dough. Whole pan. Whole pan. Whole pan. Okay, and then I'm gonna shred some Asiago cheese into a bowl, and then I just sprinkle it on top. I'm gonna do the initial sprinkling, and then I'm gonna call my kid over here. Are there other type A moms out there that feel this way? So you're gonna put this cheese on the bagels, okay? Well done. Good job. Sure, excavator it all up.
Big scoop?
Big scoop is totally fine. Great job.
And more?
All done. We're gonna put it in the oven now and let them bake.
And ready.
They're ready. I do also usually add in Parmesan cheese into the dough and then also on top, I don't have Parmesan cheese right now, so that's fine. I preheated the oven to 350 and now they're just gonna bake for about 35 minutes. I would recommend like paying attention to them around the 30-minute mark. Anywhere between like 30 and 40 minutes is the right time. You just have to figure out what the right time is for yours. That's done. You can't tell me these aren't like exactly what you would see at Panera. And they're high protein. They're just so good. Okay, so I would be curious myself, so I'm gonna cut into it to let you see what it looks like. Perfect. Literally a perfect bagel. It is time to feed my starter. So we are officially at 24 hours since I last fed and she has doubled in size. Like full blown, she be active. Like we got some bubbles in there. This is wildly exciting to me. You can see. This is fun. I don't know if it's supposed to be fun, but it's fun. Okay, so same process as yesterday. I'm gonna discard half and then feed. It is so sticky. It's very sticky. Thankfully, because she doubled, I really just have to bring it right back down to where the rubber band is. So it's easy for me to keep track of. I don't know why I'm so excited about the fact that this is working. Like I know it's science, but I just expected it to be harder than it is. And it's really fun. Like this is fun to me. You know what? I think it's about time we all allow ourselves to just make space for the things that we think are fun. Even if they don't make sense, even if it seems silly, if it's unimportant, if it's considered, quote, unproductive, like this doesn't take a whole lot from me, but it adds a whole lot to me. And that, I think, is something that I need to keep front of mind. I saw a quote a couple days ago and I feel like this is really relevant to my life in general, and it might be relevant to yours. It says, just because I don't require a lot doesn't mean I deserve the bare minimum. And y'all, that hit a little too deep, not gonna lie. It hit a little too close to home, but it is so true and so important for us to just encourage ourselves to make a point to pay attention to. So if you are in a situation where you just like keep asking yourself if you deserve more, you probably do. Or here's the other thing. If you're in a situation just in general where you keep asking yourself if you deserve to treat yourself better, which is my situation, we tend to put everybody else so far ahead of ourselves that we just fully stop paying attention to the things that we need in our lives. And we certainly stop making things that bring us to life, especially the silly things, making space and time for those things at all. Because we're so busy giving them to everybody else. Welcome to my TED Talk that you did not ask to attend. You're welcome. Okay, 50 grams of white flour. We're gonna do 50 grams. Maybe a little less of water because that seemed to be a happy place for this little gal. Well, literally a little less because I did about 53 grams of flour and we're at 49 grams of water. And I went and hung out with my friend last night who was the baker. First of all, I saw her starter. It is beautiful. But she did remind me. So if you're like looking at this and you're like, I can't be precise. She did remind me like these things are resilient and you don't have to, you just want to keep like as close to a 1-to-1 ratio as you can. I mean, she's starting to smell a little sour. I'm really excited about this. This is so dumb. It's so unimportant and it so does not matter. I'm happy about it. it's just fun to do something new, you know, and like try something different, try something you've never done before, learn something that you've never learned before. In fact, the same friend, she and I were texting a few weeks ago, just trying to like get to know each other a little bit, because we're friends, because our kids are friends. And so we were trying to get to know one another. And she asked me like, what's your favorite thing to cook? And I'm like, anything I've not cooked before. Like my favorite thing to cook is something I've never done before, because I like the challenge of like, you know, trying something new, seeing if I can get it right. And if I can't, taking on the challenge of like trying to get it right. So now it's time. Let's adjust the rubber band because she grew and then we added to her. This is very, very exciting to me. Okay. We're gonna put her back, cover her loosely, and put her back over in her spot. Yay. With life returning back to like the real world on Monday, I've been extremely fortunate that I've had a lot of time off for the holidays between like my job and my freelance clients and all of that kind of stuff, and it's been lovely. But you know that feeling of like itching to get back into some type of established routine? That's where I'm at. And one thing that I want to really get back in control of is my house cleaning routine. I used to be really good at this before I had a child, and before I was balancing like 1,000 things at once. And I've gone through in the past and created different types of like cleaning schedules and things like that. And I've done things like attempt the, fly lady method. And sometimes I've found that the systems are just too robust or too complicated, and then they get overwhelming to me and I just kind of abandon ship. So I thought we could take some time just for a hot minute tonight before like the biggest Sunday of all Sundays tomorrow, and create a realistic cleaning schedule that I can actually stick to. And let me see if I can, can I record my screen? Okay, so I have just opened a new page in my Notion. I'm not gonna do anything fancy for this part of it. I just need to get like thoughts and ideas out on paper, and I'll make it fancy another time. But that's what I love about Notion, is that like it's an easy way to kind of just like jot things down, and then I can manipulate them to be like aesthetically pleasing later. So we're gonna call this cleaning schedule. And I'm gonna break this down into some toggles. Let's do daily tasks, weekly tasks, monthly tasks, and quarterly tasks. Okay, so let's do some to-do lists and make bed, empty dishwasher, do 1 load of laundry to completion. I will say that that's one that has made such a significant difference in my life. I started doing it kind of on and off, like probably within the last month, 6 weeks or so. And when I'm on top of it, makes an enormous difference. There's just something about being able to know that the clothes that I want to use or wear are going to be available. I'm not gonna run out of underwear. My kid's not gonna run out of underwear. Socks, we're not gonna run out of socks. It just makes such a big difference. And it's also been nice, and I don't know if this happens to you, but if I end up with like loads and loads of laundry to do, one, I'm tempted to overfill my washing machine, which we just know is not good for it. But additionally, I end up dreading the drying and folding and putting away process so much more. It's just so much more palatable to know that I'm only gonna have to put away like 15 articles of clothing rather than like spend an hour and a half folding and sorting clothes and figuring out where they go. It has just been so much nicer. So I wanna stick to like doing 1 load of laundry every day to completion. I'm gonna have to start running the robot daily. And I realize that's insane to even have to make that a statement, but with pets and the toddler and an older dog who I can't necessarily trust isn't going to do something that I don't want the robot to be involved in while I'm out of the house, it's been tricky to figure out a time to run the robot. But my robot vacuums and mops. So if I could get in the habit of doing that, I could really limit the amount of time that I'm spending vacuuming, because I could do like my deep vacuum like twice a week. I have a Maine Coon cat and a golden retriever. Like I need to be vacuuming, like really vacuuming, but the robot could make my life easier if I allowed myself to actually use him. I'm trying to think if there's anything else like daily, realistically daily, that I'm gonna be doing. Wipe down the kitchen. All right, we're gonna call that it for daily tasks. Weekly tasks, we're gonna talk change bedding, master bedding, change, whoopsies, change Wade, toddler bedding, deep vacuum, master bath, guest bath, and okay, let's actually go about this differently. So the bedding, yes. So deep vacuum, we want to look at that as what rooms? Toddler room, den, kitchen, living room, master, office. Okay, so that's where we're at. Maybe instead of saying which rooms to do, maybe I have wipe counters, and that's all counters. And then I have clean showers, tubs, and that's all showers and tubs. And we have dust, surfaces, furniture, fans. I don't have blinds, so I don't need to worry about those. Why don't we say wipe surfaces instead of counters? Surfaces, that could be counters, furniture, cabinets, refrigerator, dishwasher, oven, and doorknobs, especially right now with 6th season, and appliances. So like coffee machines, KitchenAid, those kinds of things. Okay, I like that idea better. So I'm trying to think, monthly tasks are going to be things like bleach shower curtain. We're going to look at things like vacuum furniture, wash out trash cans, organize freezer. I feel like that's probably gonna be all for that. Maybe that's also when I like deep clean the litter box. I have an automatic litter box, but it stays pretty clean, but it does need to be like upkept. So maybe that's one. And then quarterly, we're looking at like change air filters. That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to toggle list there. I wanted a to-do list. Turn into a to-do list. Change air filters, clean oven, lampshades. I honestly do lampshades when I dust. Ooh, ceiling, walls and ceilings, pillows. I think that I like. Now, I think that's a pretty solid list. So I'm gonna go ahead and open all of these so you can see all of them. So, daily tasks: make bed, empty dishwasher, do 1 load of laundry to completion, run the robot daily, and wipe down the kitchen. Weekly tasks: change the master bedding, change toddler bedding, deep vacuum, which is the toddler room, den, kitchen, living room, master, and office. Wipe all surfaces to include counters, furniture, cabinets, refrigerator, dishwasher, oven, doorknobs, and appliances. Clean showers and tubs, and dust surfaces like fans, furniture, all that kind of stuff. Then we're looking at monthly, which is bleach or shower curtain. If you don't already use a fabric shower liner, do it, because it has made such a difference and it stays so much cleaner. Vacuum furniture, wash out trash cans, reorganize the freezer, and deep clean the litter box. And then quarterly, we're looking at change the air filters, clean the oven, walls and ceilings, and pillows. Now what I want to do is these weekly tasks. How many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So it's one every day of the week except maybe Sunday or Saturday. So then I'm gonna go into, I'm gonna call on another toggle list, toggle heading maybe. We'll do toggle heading 3, weekly cleaning, whoopsies. Okay, and I'm gonna do toggle list. I'm gonna say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And that is going to be simple enough because we are going to change bedding on Fridays? Friday? Yeah, change bedding on Friday. Change master bedding. Saturday is a good day to change toddler bedding. Thursday we'll do, you know what I'm missing in here? Is like tubs, toilets. Okay, my battery died, sorry about that. I had to add toilets to the like clean showers, tubs, and toilet section, and we're gonna do those on Thursday. And on Wednesdays, we'll do dusting. Tuesdays, we'll deep vacuum. Actually, you wanna know what? I would rather deep vacuum, because I have to think about the fact that like on Saturdays I'm around or my husband might be around, and so I need a chance to do these things. And so we got Monday, this we'll do wipe surfaces. Is that everything? Let's see. Yep. Perfect. And then that's just broken down into one task a day versus trying to deep clean my whole house in a day, or like in one single day, or like generally for me, it's usually in the morning before anybody wakes up. This way I'm just staying on top of it instead of trying to do it all at one time. Okay, I'm happy with that. And that's why I love Notion so much, is like I could try to do that in a notebook and it would just live in that notebook for the rest of my life. Now I can go in and create like a database table of tasks and schedule them out to be repeating, and it'll just show up on my little to-do list in my dashboard, and then that way I know that on Tuesdays this is what I do, right? And this is the alert to do the quarterly one, or the alert to do, you know, the monthly one, whatever it looks like. So yeah, I feel a lot better having some semblance of a grip on those things. And I'm sure there's things that I've left off. I'm sure there's things that as I'm going through my general routine that I'll remember that needs to be added to the list, and I'll add them to the list. But the point is to not let ourselves get so overwhelmed with the idea of it having to be a certain way or look a certain way or adhere to somebody else's system that's not really gonna work for you, that it stops us from even doing anything. And so this is less complicated to me. It made my brain feel good, and I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and end today's vlog. Thank you guys for being here. If this content resonated with you at all, or if you're just the type of person that you think we could be friends, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, comment down below, and let me know something that you guys do to either bring yourself joy every single day, or if you're feeling up for it, share your cleaning schedule down below, and it could potentially help somebody else, which would be awesome. And with that, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.